Oh, it's so nice to be riding on the cloud again. Hi, I'm Charlie Simons, host of TV Realty, show number 45. This is Daryl Rowe. Tell them what you do, Daryl.
I am the financial genius of the show.
Rockefeller Funding Incorporated. We're licensed loan officers with the California State Department of Real Estate, and we're here to help you. Yes, the feds did lower interest rates. Yes, everybody's excited about it, and yes,
it will reflect.
There really has been a better time to buy than right now when it comes to buying a home or doing a refinance.
And there's lots of inventory out there, so I'm sure you can find a dream loan and the dream home.
And if you're in an ARM and your arm is just about broken
from being in the ARM,
let us help you get out of that. Please don't wait. Call us. Let us help you. 709-0049. We're doing something very special today.
Very different. You're going to like it.
Daryl and I have been invited to actually shoot what they call a pilot for a couple of networks.
All right, we'll tell you who. Home and Garden TV is one of them.
And also the History Channel. So the cloud's looking good and I'm ready to go.
Where'd you park this thing? I noticed a little bird
Oh,
action.
Man, bird droppings. Great. Thanks for helping.
Roll it.
Can I use your coat here?
Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you apple, a plum, and apricot or two. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you East egg. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything, everything, everything. Come on to my house.
You're getting a little view of the old Security Bank building in Fresno.
It was originally called the Pacific Southwest Building, but it was built to be a bank. And back in 1922, there was a lot of money in America. It was before the big stock market crash in 1929, and then followed by the Depression. So,
and in fact, This was the tallest building in the state of California for many, many years.
They definitely built them right, and it's still the tallest building between Los Angeles and San Francisco. It's now called 1060 Fulton, which is the actual address, and that's what the building's called. They have a grand banker's ballroom, which we're going to start with, and then we're going to check out the lobby, all the marble inside. You're going to love it.
The beautiful lofts that will be upstairs that they're now converting for general public to buy.
Yeah, let's go check it out. We're in the Fulton Mall right now in Fresno, CA. This impressive skyscraper was the most expensive building built in California between the year of 1920 to 1930. This is Sandra King.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi.
Hi, Daryl.
Oh, you good to see you.
This building was built in 1922.
Right.
Now, when did you buy it?
Well, about 14 years ago, my brother purchased the building, and then I became a partner, and then eventually 2 years ago, I bought out my partners.
Okay. And you've been footing the bill ever since?
That's right. I get that pleasure of paying those
Dealing
bills.
with the contractors and taking care of all, of course, the inspections and everything has to be done to code. And,
That's right.
and a building this old, of course, you have to upgrade everything when it comes to like fire and electricity and all that too, right?
Sounds like you've been through the path on all that already, though, huh?
That's right.
Now, this was the original lobby when you would walk in. This was the bank lobby for the old Security Bank.
Right.
It's been several banks in here.
Yes.
And tell me about this ceiling. What's the story here?
I know. Isn't
Did you
it
see
great?
it? Did you see the ceiling when you first bought the building?
No, actually, the ceiling was a drop T-bar ceiling about halfway down the walls, and we had a water leak, and the water came down on some of the ceiling tiles, and they actually fell onto the floor. And we were looking up there, and we saw this beautiful ceiling behind it, and we're astounded. It was just gorgeous.
So down came the lower ceiling. That's what you had left.
That was
That's
something
right.
they had done, obviously, earlier. Somebody had tried to
I
use
think
it for something else.
modernize.
Even the old great buildings like this, they didn't really appreciate.
That's right.
Well, I'm proud of people like you who are actually taking
Well,
buildings like
thank
this and
you.
doing something with
You're
them.
quite a trendsetter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thanks. I like
So
that.
I'm looking forward to seeing the lofts, and we're going to check out the lobby, catch the elevators, and we'll meet you up there, okay?
Fantastic.
All right, here we
See you
go.
there.
The interior architecture is Tennessee walnut marble, whatever that means. I have no idea. But the building is designed in an Italian, what they call an Italian Renaissance. Look at this up here. I love this. This is so old school, huh? and it lights up all the way up here. See over here, you can see the lights right here. This one's on the 2nd floor. So cool.
And 13th floor.
13th floor! We gotta find out the history of why this old building would have the 13th floor when motels and hotels now, they will not have a 13th floor.
They're scared.
They're scared. They live their lives in fear. Here we go.
Uppity up.
11th floor is where all the lofts are. By the way, is that a pink shirt you're wearing?
I like to refer to it as a soft hue red.
You can refer to it however you want. It's still a pink shirt. Pinky. Pink.
11th floor, ladies' lingerie.
Ah, here we are, yes. Well, that would explain the shirt. Fantastic. This is just under 1,000 square feet, and all of these are priced at $400 per square foot.
Now,
So,
when you walk in, you really get that feel of like a New York or San Francisco kind of a flat. This is amazing. I love how they've retained the old brick here, Charlie.
mahogany wood, and Daryl's right. See all the brick here that they left this, and even the ceiling. You can do whatever you want with the ceiling, but they left it as is. So it really does have that kind of big city loft feel. Over here, look at all these windows. Windows, 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 and every single one of them dual pane, and they've replaced the original windows at great expense, I might add. This is black granite tile, gas fireplace, and it's already set up for your big screen TV. I like the power outlets too, how they've done all this. Instead of actually drilling into the original brick and messing that all up, this is what they did, and it's almost like a chair rail all the way around with your power outlets. Now the kitchen is really quite fantastic with top of the line appliances. Daryl's got that right now.
First of all, the granite countertops and the stainless steel sinks are just a beautiful feature in this, with of course the bar seating across here. You have an Osco dishwasher. Anyone who knows anything about appliances knows that that is one of the best that you can get. And here's one of the nice features that I really like about the cabinets. They actually have a hinge there that allows them to either stay open or they'll just shut really slow. Now this is something that you just don't see. If you come over here and look at this stove, really at first glance it kind of looks like a, electric top or cooktop. But this is a little bit something different. It's got induction burners on here. And if you don't know what those are, I just learned this myself. Induction burner is actually something that doesn't really, it produces heat. You need to use a magnetic pan on it. Putting a magnetic pan on both of these two induction burners, turning on, you can actually have the water to a boil in just a couple minutes. And the best thing about it is, once you remove the pan from it, you can walk right up to it and put your hand on it, and you won't burn yourself. So something that actually a lot of the blind communities are starting to use. Now this is top of the line. Right here above it, of course, is the GE Profile microwave. Beautiful painting that they put through here. The nice accentuates the colors and the hardwood floor. Let's go check in with Charlie now.
Ah, downtown Fresno. Not many people know this, but Fresno is actually a Spanish word. It means an otter's duodenum. Look it up. You got some nice lighted walk-in closets that go all the way across, and this is your bedroom area. You can do whatever you want here. It's a loft, kind of like a studio apartment, You can make this your formal dining area right here. And the bathroom's got beautiful marble tile, black granite on the sink. And check out the best part of all, that black granite tile shower. That rocks. Let's go check out one of the other ones now.
Hey Charlie, what's duodenum?
I'm afraid I can't tell you on TV. In this next loft, you see that there's still some work being done here, like doors being put in this front coat closet. And over here you see, look at that original marble, by the way, that they left. I love that. But they've also already sealed in the walls here. And we get a chance to look at the wiring that's going in here. This is that cat wiring. So you have phone outlets all around, power outlets, and also you've got the high-speed internet hookups and the cable TV hookup too. So everything's all in this wiring around the walls like this. Now, this loft is not quite finished, but this gentleman right here is Tony Mendez, and he's the one that just bought this. Hi, Tony.
Hi.
Thanks for talking with us. Now, what made you decide to live here out of all the places there are to live in the Fresno area?
You should see Blackstone from here. You see this beautiful strip of colored lights. And then at the end, there's a sparkle of what's all that? And that's, I've discovered, that's River Park.
River Park.
You don't know that, but you see it from a distance. And nothing's more magnificent than these hills when the the weather allows you to do it.
Oh yeah, especially when there's snow on them.
They take your breath away.
Well, thank you, Tony. Congratulations on your new purchase here, and we're going to take a look at some of the design features you've picked out and make this home for you. And they chose bamboo hardwood flooring here, which is probably the hardest hardwood you can get right now. Like the last loft we saw, the kitchen is quite fantastic.
All the new appliances, the great flooring, countertops, stainless steel, top of the line appliance that we talked about earlier. Once again, you have that induction type of cooktop here. Beautiful. If you notice the backsplash in this one, this is completely different than what we saw earlier, and that this is a glass tile, and this is what Tony had selected with his designer. Just like we were telling you earlier, these are all custom units, and you can go through and you can hand pick anything that you like. Now, once again, over here we have the Osco, the washer and dryer, the same as we had in the last unit.
You got yourself plenty of room here. Tony's decided he's going to put like what he called a floating bed in here. Very IKEA. Very IKEA. Huge lighted walk-in closet and the bathroom. Like the last one, the black granite tile and the really nice features. So, are you ready for the next loft? This one's very colorful. Coming up next on Flipping History, we explore the vault. Whoa. Right after this. Don't go anywhere. Hi, I'm Charlie Simons from TV Realty. And Stagecoach is a professional staging company, and here's the president and owner, John Mangano. Exactly what is staging? Why is it important?
Staging is the act of depersonalizing a homeowner's home and making it so the future homeowner can see themselves living there with their families.
How about if I'm selling my home and the furniture's already in there? What do you do?
We will go in and we will rearrange your home with your existing items. If we find that there's too many items, we will suggest removing them to the garage or to a storage unit.
You declutter.
We declutter. Clutter eats equity.
Clutter eats equity. What's the phone number at Stagecoach?
559-434-2372. We are a secret weapon to get your home sold fast and for a little bit more money.
Well, as part of the construction that you're seeing going on here, they have not completed the ceilings yet on this floor. Look what they've done here, though, with the marble. Wherever they could, they have kept the original marble. There's a whole bunch of marble in this building.
I just talked to Sandra, and what they're going to do out here, they got some beautiful carpeting, some great paint schemes, and they got can lighting. It's going to go all around the track through the hallway.
See what I'm talking about with the color? Green ceiling right here, yellow, red frame, purple, red.
They were not afraid to use color, and I love it.
That's cool. It is very cool.
Beautiful countertops. We got the induction range again we talked about. Upgrade appliances. And now this one has some different counters or cabinets that we saw. Had a little bit of the distressed bubbled glass here. Just every one of them is just uniquely different. Whatever you like, that's what you're going to get. And of course, you get that beautiful used brick and that view.
Yeah. The owner here decided he wanted a concrete floor to match the concrete in the ceiling. This floor right here, just the concrete subfloor, 12 grand, but that was his choice. That's what he wanted. Huge lighted walk-in closet and more of these fantastic windows, very open.
You like storage? You have plenty of closet space here, and each of them is uniquely painted in different colors to kind of keep that theme that they've done throughout this.
Hey, you know what this would be cool right here too, Daryl, is the other ones, it's all so open like a studio apartment to where the bedroom is right there in the room. This, I think, is where I would probably consider putting my bed.
I think that's what it's designed for.
It gives you a little bit, and you can still see the fireplace, but it gives you more of a little bit more of a private feeling.
You imagine waking up in your bed, looking out there, that might kind of freak you out a little bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we're definitely high. And, I mean, as in up high.
Elevated.
Yeah, thanks. One more we're going to look at, just so you can see the difference and what you could do with your own loft. And then we're going to talk with Sandra King, the owner of this building right here. And we're going to talk to her about what this place all looked like before it was converted.
Let's go take a look.
Walking into this unit, the first thing I notice is the floor. I've never seen a floor like this. It is actually cork. The floor is made out of cork, so it has a softness to it, but it's very resilient as well. and it gives it a softer feel, kind of absorbs a lot of the sound in such an industrial environment too. This unit has a warmer feel to it than any of the others.
This particular unit, when I walked in, I really liked all the ambient light you get from the windows. It feels just, maybe it's just this time of day, but with that flooring and the beautiful ambient lighting, beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Let's start off with these cabinets though, shall we?
Yeah, once again, everyone we've been in has had a different type of cabinet or a different type of glass in this case. A very nice cabinetry set up throughout this kitchen with a real nice pull here. It's a little bit different, so more adds to that industrial feel and look. Yasko dishwasher, standard in every unit, along with the trash compactor and top of the line refrigerator. Double sinks there. Got your stove once again. It's that induction type stove we talked about earlier.
Here's the old steam pipes too. In the when this was built in the 1920s, these places were heated by what they called a radiator, and the steam would come up from the boiler room downstairs. We're going to look at all of that too. This building is just wonderful. Warmer colors here, see, and you have a pass-through in this one. Anytime you have the old meeting the new, I'm interested in something like that.
Well, it's clear that if you want something different, you don't want the run-of-the-mill house that's out there. This is really it. This is something very different that you just don't see a lot, especially here in Fresno. Something that's going to make you stand out with your neighbors.
The owner is Sandra King. We met her earlier. We're going to meet her at the elevator. She's going to take us up and show us what this floor looked like before it was converted to these lofts, because they're doing the same thing upstairs. You ready for the 13th floor?
I'm not superstitious.
Nice.
It is nice. You know, Donald Trump doesn't put a 13th floor on all of his buildings.
Why is that?
Superstitious.
It originally started in the 20s, and you'll notice that buildings that were built early 20s will all have a 13th floor, as this building does. Later, in the end of the 1920s, there was a rumor that was going around that Judas Iscariot was Jesus's 13th apostle. And somehow that got translated into 13th floor.
Being unlucky.
Being unlucky. I mean, all
or just
of that.
the number 13 in general.
Exactly. That because of Judas
Oh, and that's
Iscariot,
where the Friday the 13th comes in.
Probably.
Good Friday.
Probably.
In the Catholic
All I
religion,
gotta
of
say
course,
is
Good
I
Friday.
hope Donald's watching this. I hope he is too.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go, baby.
Hold your finger on that until it closes.
Oh, if I had $1 for every time I've heard that.
Oh no.
Did you see Daryl's shirt, by the way? It's pink.
It's
I
a
love
light
it.
shade
Isn't that
of
nice?
red.
Light shade of red is what he calls that. The rest of the world calls it pink.
It's a
After
babe
you, Sandra.
attractor.
After you.
Babe.
A babe
It's
attractor.
the new black, you know.
Baby rash is what it looks like. Baby rash. Look at this. Look at this. All that we just saw 2 floors down, this is what it looked like before they started putting everything in. Now, Sandra, tell me about the metal framing here and what's going on, because I'd imagine a lot of people, buildings in 1922, they're going to say, well, what about earthquakes and all that kind of stuff? How safe is it?
That's right. Well, initially in the beginning, we did a structural analysis before we started any work. So we found out that our building was twice as strong as what a new building would be required to be built today.
Oh,
so
beautiful.
this is really a very stable building.
Take a look at this over here. We get to see what the windows look like. She has replaced all the windows where the lofts are going to be. These are going to be replaced as well, too. But you get to see what the original ones look like here. And they're all wood and single pane. So I'd imagine to try and heat and cool this building in 1922 in summer, by the way, Fresno has notoriously hot summers. Like this past summer, they had like 108, 109 degree days, several of them in a row. Could you imagine what it must have been like back then? No air conditioning.
You just open the windows and let the cross breeze come through.
Yeah,
That's what
the
you do.
hot breeze come in. So now we get an idea of what it looked like before and how it's been transformed. This has been all demolished. Now there's another floor that is absolutely raw, that they're just starting to demolish and set up like this. I want to take a look at that.
Let's do it.
All right.
A lot of work ahead of here, though, huh?
Yes. We've done a lot of work.
Who came up with the ideas to turn these into lofts? I mean, looking at this and what it must have been like, and you've already done, as you call, all the demolition in here, which means whatever was on the walls you've taken off, and then to put it all together like what you've done on the 11th floor.
Right.
I mean, how do you even come up with that? I'm amazed by that.
Well, you know, about 10 years ago, I was talking to a gentleman, and he started telling me about the lofts in Pasadena that they were just starting to build. And I thought, wow, this would be a perfect building, because most of the loft buildings are industrial buildings. There's not many windows. But this building has an incredible number of windows, and I was thinking I'd love to live in this building. So I started looking into lofts. And initially, I wasn't that attracted to the lofts. I was just used to a more traditional type housing. But the more I saw them, and I saw the simplicity of the lifestyle, and I just became more and more excited about it. It's fun.
Can we see the very, very top?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
He's like a kid, he's all excited.
Let's go.
He's got 4 or 5 airplanes in his back pocket that he made.
This is it. This is the 15th
What
floor.
are you dragging me up for now?
This is the top, buddy.
The tippity top?
Look at this right
Hey,
here,
wait a minute.
man. What?
You're afraid of heights, I was always aware.
I'm freaked out about heights, but now that I know how safe this building is, it's not bothering me like it normally is. That's the baseball park here. They call it Chichansey Park. They have concerts there and fireworks shows, and of course baseball games. Their minor league team is the Grizzlies. It's a farm club for the San Francisco Giants. You see up here the sign. This is the original Security Bank building sign. And for years, this was always called the Security Bank building. Now it's called 1060 Fulton, which just happens to be its address. Nice. Ew! Pigeon droppings! Ew! 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 Hi, I'm Charlie Simons, host of TV Realty. And you know, when I'm out touring houses, I built up a powerful hankering for something sweet and delicious. And that's when I go to Nini's at Bullard and the Fig Garden Loop. Let's go. Better known as Nini's Fruit Ice Cafe, home of Italian ice. What's Italian ice? Well, this is Richard and Cynthia Sims. What's up? What's up? What exactly is Italian ice?
Italian ice is a fruit-flavored, non-dairy product.
Fat-free.
Fat-free,
product.
okay. And it's a secret recipe. You make this yourself, because you're originally from back east and you brought this recipe out with you.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, so you're introducing this to California.
That's correct.
And business has been great. You're opening up, this is your grand opening weekend.
Yes, it is.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, he won't tell us what's in it, but I will tell you it's delicious. I've already had some and I'm ready for some more right now. So many different combinations between the soft serve and the fruit ice, and look at all the flavors. The biggest sellers are mango, passion fruit, kiwi strawberry, and orange cream. And you can even get a Belgian waffle made to order, topped with soft serve, fruit, and other good stuff. All right, there you go. Fig Garden and Bullard right here, just a few steps down from the Save Mart. Nini's Fruit Ice Cafe. I highly recommend it. You have a phone number or website?
276-2814. That's 276-2814.
We're in the basement.
This is where all the money was. Let's get her done.
Close to last at all times. Let's go.
Does our insurance cover this?
Heck no.
Heck no. Look at this. This is where it all happened, Charlie.
The original boiler room. 1922, these were oil furnaces, and the oil would heat up the water, and the steam would go all through the pipes, and they had radiators and all the floors. And
You're a little too excited.
I love the history of all of this stuff.
I got something that's getting more exciting. Come on.
Really? Really?
Oh yeah, come on.
Huh?
Original toggles.
Look at the switches.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
This is Matthew Murray right here. He's the one that's been heading up all the construction on this and the demolition, basically. You get to beat stuff up.
Right.
You get to knock down walls and tear things out like this right here. Tell us about these 18-inch walls. This was a bank, so everything had to be really secure.
Yes, we drilled halfway through and we filled it full of this expander stuff for concrete, and it expanded and crack the wall so it's easier to jackhammer this out.
A lot of labor here.
A lot of labor.
Now, listen, Daryl has been really wanting to take a swing at one of these walls with a jackhammer. Can he, Daryl? I mean, with a sledgehammer.
Sure, man. I need
Can
all
he
the
do
help
that?
I can
Really?
get down here.
Is that all right? Are you going to give him some kind of special training then, Matthew?
Let's do this.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and hand you this golden sledgehammer.
This is it, huh?
Yeah.
So just take a whack.
Take a whack at that.
All right, here we go. Yeah.
All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Pink Shirt.
It's off red.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's go see the vault side now. Love this. So old school. And this is the biggie. This is the big door that Daryl was just telling you about.
This was state of the art back then.
60,000 pounds. Now think about that. They had to build a building first. How did they get this in here?
They just rolled it down the stairs.
I mean, in 1922, 60,000 pound door. Wow. What do you call this crown molding kind of stuff up here? It looks like
Isn't
it's.
that beautiful?
Is that really gold?
You betcha. Solid gold.
Oh.
That's in the Federation. That's what it's referred to as a Federation style.
Federation style. Okay. That was so fun. Thanks for letting us smash through the wall there into the vault.
Yeah, you made it our day, believe me. We have a lot of fun on this show, but this has been...
Did it take out some aggression, I hope?
Yeah, you know, I just actually thought about my divorce and it really swing that thing.
We have a couple of history notes about this building that you might not know yourself, Sandra.
Okay.
Vice President of the Pacific Southwest Trust and Savings Bank, W.A. Sutherland, said to the architects, create a monumental office and bank building which will become a landmark for Fresno and will add to the beauty of Fresno's skyline, unquote.
Yes.
Do you have a little
Well, I do have something. The roof is covered with a combination of Italian bottom pan tile and Mission top tile.
Isn't the Mission always on top? So, thank you so much for letting us come into your homes and seeing what we can do to flip history. And you're doing such a great job here. What kind of, by the way, financing would come into play with something like this if you were to buy a loft or actually even buy a building like this? What would you do, Mr. Financial Expert?
That's a good question. On a building like this, you're buying one of the flats, it's going to be treated like a condo. So now, as we know, with condos, there's usually going to be a small hit to or adjustment to the rate. Now, also, anything over $417,000 is a jumbo loan. We do both of those at Rockefeller Funding. Give us a call at 709-0049. We can do any kind of loan, in pretty much any situation. We've got the loan for you. We'll get you your dream loan and your dream home, or in this case, your dream flat.
Now, Sandra, you have a website, phone number?
Yes. Yes.
What is it?
It's www. and then our address, which is 1060fulton.com.
And phone number?
495-1442.
That's in the 559 area code.
Yes.
One more time?
495-1442.
Call. Hey, you want to flip some history? This is the place to do it.
Don't miss your opportunity to get into a beautiful
Sandra
place
King,
like
thank
this.
you so much. You were terrific. You were a real joy to be around. We appreciate you.
Thanks.
Well, sure do thank you for joining us this week on Flipping History. It was great seeing that beautiful old building, the way it's turned around. I love that.
I think that we got some great shots, and I think that the viewer probably really enjoyed we showed them out there.
And we're just getting started. We've got all kinds of wonderful places to show you where they're taking a bit of history, and instead of just knocking it down, they're building it up.
You are going to be very surprised what we get to show you next week.
So join us right here on Flipping History.
Come on to my house, I'm gonna give